Rico, you, Jordan, and Jaden Greathouse really kind of controlled the passing game tonight. What has it meant for you guys to really be the featured guys all as freshmen?
I mean, that's a big for us, but we can't give into that yet, just quite yet. We can still gotta keep laying these bricks down game by game, practice by practice, and keep going at it every week.
Coach Freeman talked about, you now have to kind of handle that success and move forward. How do you, kind of build on this performance?
I feel like I've been humble my whole life, so I don't really like that was today or tomorrow. Now we on to Stanford next week. I don't really just stay on my high moments, and I'll give credit to my mom too. Like she was on me like that. Like anytime I was doing something good, she gonna tell me what I did wrong. Like how Freeman is talking about he gonna get on me about my fumble. It sounds just like my mom. So I'm ready for that too. But yeah, I just got to keep going and can't stay in one place. I got to elevate each game.
Any other questions, Rico? Tyler?
First, how are you feeling after that hit you took where you fumbled?
I'm feeling good. Just got to brace for it better next time. But I'll take that accountability on me. Can't blame nobody but myself for that one.
And then to hit the 100 yards receiving mark, what does that mean to you?
It's exciting for sure. I mean, you talk about it every game. I kind of came close with versus Pitt. I think I had like 70 or something, but finally get it on the records. It feels good for sure.
We'll go to Omar next in the middle, second row.
Rico, what has been your inspiration through all this year for you?
The inspiration for me, I'll say, is like the people that I lost and the people that are in like prison or jail that I got, like loved ones, and where I came from. I ain't grow up sweet at all, so like that's my drive. Just keep going for the people that can't, and then for my family, my mom, my little sister.
And did the plan that you guys set up for this game was exactly what you guys were expecting? Like from the Wake Forest secondary.
We knew that it was gonna be like, how do I say it? We knew they was gonna be ready because it's our senior game, so they want to come and mess that up for our seniors. But by the grace of God, we didn't let that happen. We came out victorious.
We'll go to Tim next on your left in the third row.
Rico, do you know the last time a wide receiver had 100 yards for Notre Dame?
I'm hearing about it, but I'm not quite sure.
It's been 24 games. It was a Fiesta Bowl from 2 seasons ago. Anyway, your learning curve, can you relate some of the specifics of your learning curve? A guy getting thrown into the action right from the very beginning of the season, what have you had to learn along the way?
How to become more educated on the field. Like, it's the little details that matter now. It's not just like the big things, I would say, at least for myself. It's the littlest things. Like, I could be an inch away from where I'm supposed to line up, and that can make a whole difference on you catching the ball or you not catching the ball. So it's the little things, and I feel like I came prepared for that to learn better because I came in early enrollee in January. So I knew it was expected. I knew it was on the table.
We'll go to the third row on your right.
Throughout the week, what were conversations like between you guys to make sure that you did send out the senior class this way?
No, it's not none of us. It's like not for us. It's for our seniors. So I feel like that just kept us all driven. And then we watched the video as a whole team last night, and it was just like the seniors' moms and dads just talking to like them, but it was like kind of for all of us in a way. And I feel like that all touched us in a certain aspect, and that just kept us driven for today's game.
What did it feel like walking back into the tunnel after the way you guys performed today?
Felt great. Felt great.
We'll go to Lavon next, all the way in the TV stand in the back.
Rico, to help Sam Hartman and assist him in getting a win over his former team, what was that like, and even the conversation leading up to it or even post-game briefly after the game?
I thanked them, and I thanked our other seniors too, all our leaders that was on the team to just give us that opportunity. We was pretty deep in senior room, and just for them to come out and lead us the way they did all season, it just can't ask for nothing better than that.
Thank you, Rico.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to have Benjamin Morrison up next. Again, we'll go right to questions, so please raise your hand if you've got a question. We'll start with Jack Sobel.
Benjamin, the defense has been a strength all season, but you guys were especially dominant tonight. What was working so well for you guys tonight?
We were just in the right situations all week. We were just honing in on the small details. And Coach Golden called up a great defense. We trusted him, and then we just went out there and executed it.
Go to the second row, far right.
All the way over here, Ben. Today seems like a good day to ask you your relationship with Cam Hart, how he's helped you these last 2 years, given senior day and all.
I mean, it's kind of emotional because coming in, Cam took me under his wing, and he didn't have to do the things that he did for me. He just taught me life lessons. Like, it was outside of football. That dude just took me under his wing and just showed me how to be successful at this university, if it was school, if it was football. So understand that this was his last game. Was kind of emotional just because that's a dude who, like, you look forward to coming into the facility and seeing every single day, and just the stories that we can go back and forth and tell. And I'm just, it's a testament just because this time last year, exact same game, he hurt his shoulder, and we were talking. He was just like, all like this stuff happens to me, like I don't understand it. And just seeing the success he's having this year, just like it's next to none. Like the joy I have for him, just the love I have for him. I'm so grateful for him.
Tyler James.
Benjamin, I don't know if you guys set specific goals for the defense and passing yards, but to hold a team under 100 passing yards that's not running the option, what does that mean to you?
I mean, that's just a testament to the coaches and the plan that they put in. I mean, at the end of the day, they set the plan, and we have to go out there and do it. And we just have confidence in all 11 guys out there. In the back seven, I feel like we're just having fun. Like, we're just out there, like, the closest we've ever been. But no, it's really the coaches, and we have to go out there and do what we have to do.
We talked before the season about you wanting to sort of prove that last year wasn't a fluke for yourself.
For sure.
How do you feel you've met that standard this season?
I feel like I've met that standard pretty well. I mean, obviously, the interceptions and all that stuff that came last year, I feel like I've improved in other aspects of my game. But no, I feel like I've held up to that standard, and I'm just excited to keep climbing and just always trying to find a way to get better.
We'll go back to Omar in the second row in the middle.
What was your mindset before this game, Benji?
Honestly, I mean, just to send the seniors out the right way. I mean, they've been here for 4 to 5 years, some 6, so understanding what this university means for them. So, I mean, it's a second to last game of the year, so obviously everyone's banged up and you have your own problems. So selfishly, you can find yourself, thinking about yourself. But at the end of the day, like, we're playing for them, all 31 of those guys. So that was to send them off the right way.
Right at Brophy College in Arizona, you have one of your coaches. He cheers for you like every weekend. That's Michael Patterson.
Yes.
What is your message for him and all the coaching staff at Brophy?
Man, to Coach Patterson, that's just a dog. JYD, he taught me everything I know. But I have so much love for those guys at Brophy, and I'm just you can't even explain our relationship with those coaches. I mean, I'll owe them for life. They taught me so many things. So yeah.
Next, we'll go to Pete Byrne on your left in the third row.
Ben over here. Over 6 games at home this season, you guys gave up 8 total touchdowns on defense. What is it about playing in this place do you think that brings out the best in you guys?
I wouldn't even say it's this place. I feel like it's just us playing Notre Dame football, like Notre Dame defense. I mean, coming into this year, we knew the talent that we had and how we could play, and going against teams that we felt pretty confident. So I feel like when we're here, it's our home stadium. So obviously you want to protect your home, and all the offseason we have workouts that protect our house. So coming into the stadium, you know what it is. And I feel like all 11 guys and all 22 guys on both sides of the ball, we know when we come to the stadium, it's just a little different.
All right, thank you, Ben.
Thank you.
We're going to have Jason Onye next. And go ahead and raise your hand if you have a question. We'll start with Austin Huff.
Just, the defense this whole year has been really good. Just what about that unit has allowed you guys just to be so, dominant for most of the season?
I would say it's the way we practice, like from the 1s to the 2s to the 3s. Like, we just make sure that everyone knows their job and everyone is held to the same standard. So it just makes, like, 2 guys like Riley and Howard who are playing really good. When me and Gabe go, and we make sure that we're just playing just as well as they are, and so there's no drop-off, for example.
And, a lot, obviously on a day like this, a lot of talk about sending the seniors off the right way. How much was that a driving force for this group?
That was probably the biggest force this week, the past 2 weeks since the bye week. We were thinking about, like, we have to do the right thing, send the seniors off. Their sweat, the tears, their blood they've sweat and, like, put into Notre Dame jersey. The last thing we could do is just, like, make sure we send them off the right way and make sure they're having a good time now.
We'll We'll go to Tyler on your left in the second row.
Jason, you mentioned Riley and Howard. What kind of lessons have you learned from them during their Notre Dame's careers?
Riley and Howard, they've been here since I first got here. Since I first stepped into the D-line room, they were there to teach me how to use my hands, how to play D-line truly, because I didn't have that much experience. And from them, I've been able to enhance my game, especially Riley. From him going in and telling me what to look for and what to look at, and just believing in me, making sure that I know that him showing me that he trusts me and believes in me is just a big thing, boosts my confidence, and I'm overall very thankful for those two.
And then for the field goal block unit to block another kick today, what did that mean to you guys?
That's big. So that was really big. We were harping on it on Friday. Coach Biaggi told us we're gonna have an opportunity this week. The kicker, he kicks very low, so as soon as after the PAT, we were expecting to block that field goal.
All right, that's all we've got. Thanks,
Thank you.
Jason. All right, and we've got quarterback Sam Hartman up next. Again, we'll go right into questions. We'll start with Jack Sobel.
Sam, that stretch after halftime with the fumble and then the touchdown on the next play, how much did it mean to you guys to start the second half like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was huge. Obviously, it was a game, coming out of halftime, and I felt like we were executing, and again, we just needed to finish a couple more drives in the first half, and obviously did that going into the later half of the game. And again, our defense all year puts us in positions to make plays. Special teams, again, you get a block kick and an onside kick recovery. It's makes our job a lot easier on offense.
And were there any nerves for you, given facing your former team in last home game early in the game, and then how were you able to bounce back from a couple of no-score possessions on offense?
I mean, I think it's the ebbs and flows of games. I mean, we were feeling them out, they were feeling us out, and I'm sure there's corrections on the tape, but it was a weird game. I mean, I think to say it was just another game is be lying. I think Audric estimate another 100 yards for the boy. Damn, he actually went for 124. That's impressive. No, I mean, I think it was it's an emotional game. I think a senior night, second senior night, but here at Notre Dame, obviously it's a unbelievable send-off for our guys, and it's always going to point to me and being the Wake Forest, whatever. And but I was just happy to see us go out there and execute as a football team. I think we've been, especially on offense, been dying to do that for the past really 3-4 weeks, and for our fans to get a performance by us that is, I felt, noteworthy and a fun experience and a game I'll always remember.
We'll go to Austin next, second row on your right.
Right here. Man bun, are we going to keep this?
I'm not sure. Yeah, it just kind of keeps the hair out of my face. I'm not up here just fixing my hair constantly, so that's probably.
You go with it. You moved to 4th all time in career passing touchdowns, FBS history tonight. What does that mean to you?
Just happy for a win. I think when I come back here and RP showing me and my kids around, I'll make sure that he brings that up without pretty organically. So that's about it for me. I think it's a credit to everybody. I mean, shoot, it's a credit to a lot of the guys on the other team that we just played, which is a weird thing to say, but I think it's a credit to just everybody around me making plays and making catches and blocks and all that other thing.
And then just after the last 2 performances you had without throwing touchdown passes, how important was it just to kind of bounce back and have a game like this where you were in control for most of the night?
I mean, it's huge, but it just goes to show the ebbs and flows of college football. And again, you're going to say it's the defense that you're playing, the team, whatever. I mean, I think just some nights the ball's bouncing your way and some nights it's not. And just really proud of our guys for battling. Obviously, there's narratives when you lose games and you're coming into these last 2, but I felt like we handled our business, like we needed to.
We'll go to Tyler on your left, second row.
Sam, what was it like to see the wide receivers have the performance they've had today, considering the ups and downs they've had throughout the season?
I mean, I think it's all over that you just saw guys execute, and you put on a tape from the weeks before, and it's one guy here, it's myself there, it's this person there, and it's just a complete game, and just proud of everybody, and especially the coaches too, right? They believing in us, putting a game plan out for us to go execute, and just getting stuff done.
The fan base here in Notre Dame Stadium certainly has embraced you. The video board production crew seems to have embraced you as well. How have you handled all that? Was that something that you were willing to embrace, or is that something you sort of begrudgingly embrace?
I mean, it's a part of the position. I try and give it to Steve because he's as deserving as anybody. Obviously, he's got a big career ahead of him, and I mean, some of the throws he's been making, he was 3 for 3. His career percentages right now are looking really good. He's probably an all-time stat leader. I think he should walk away from it all. Totally kidding, but if he does, he'd probably be record books for sure. But no, it's just great. The student section, that's not everywhere in the country that everybody's staying, and the marshmallows. I will say a funny story, and this is gonna be the last thing I say. Sorry, but. I'm walking, and I'm not mad about this. This is incredible. I got a hot chocolate on the sideline. Yes, we have hot chocolate on the sideline. I was done playing, and I'm walking, and some girl, and if I saw her right now, I'd know who she is, but I don't know her name. Threw a marshmallow from like the student section, like not the close student, like I mean it was like a 30-yard shot, landed in my hot chocolate. And I'm like, like one of my teammates just did it, and I'm like kind of like, oh, really funny guys. And then I look up, and this girl's going nuts, and she just dunked in there, and then obviously ceremoniously I chugged it. But I appreciate you guys. Just want to thank. Obviously they're not here anymore, but obviously Shorwick and AD and Father John, RP, Katie, the media, all the custodians, the fans. It's been an incredible journey. I know it's not over yet. We got 2 more left, but thank you. This is my message of thanks to everyone who's been a part of this, to you guys, to everybody. Thank you. Go Irish.
All right, and we'll have running back Audric Estime up here next. Again, please go ahead and raise your hand if you've got a question. And we're going to start with John Bryce.
Audric, you probably heard Sam just call it a noteworthy offensive performance. How much did you guys need that? What do you attribute it to?
Yeah, that honestly felt good for our offense as a whole and for our whole team, honestly, to go out and finish strong in our stadium. We have a lot of older guys on this team, a lot of seniors on the team. We had a guy like Sam Hartman who came over for his 6th year. So it was honestly just a staple of this, how this offense worked this whole entire offseason, this whole entire season. And I'm just so blessed to be part of this, and I'm grateful that we finished in that way.
You may or may not have another year left at Notre Dame, but from an offensive standpoint, when you have a performance like this, how do you guys make sure you carry the momentum forward?
Yeah, honestly, we know we take it 1 week at a time. We finish this week, and we have one more guaranteed win, one more guaranteed game that we have an opportunity to win, and we just gotta attack that week like we did every other week.
We'll go to Tyler on your left, second row.
Audric, you've stayed in some games late to hit that 100-yard mark. What does that mean to you, and why is that important to get that mark?
Yeah, honestly, it's cool to hit that mark every game, but that's honestly not the goal. The goal is honestly to reach our full potential, and we had some of the offensive linemen still in there. We had Blake, we had Joe Alt in there. So honestly, it was just a staple of how I play, and how I came in with those guys, and I just wanted to finish with those guys.
Even Coach Freeman alluded to the fact that this could possibly be your last game at Notre Dame Stadium. How do you compartmentalize those things?
Yeah, it's been a journey. It's been a ride, a lot of ups and downs, but I'm so blessed that I chose this place. This place honestly changed my life, honestly, for better. Like you said, I could come back. I could not. I don't know. That's not a decision I've made yet, but I'm just looking to finish these next 2 games, and I'm just so blessed to be a part of this great team and with a great group of guys and great group of coaches and great refs, great media, great professors, and everyone.
We'll go to your right on the third row.
Hi, Audric.
doing?
Did you feel any kind of wave of emotions that could potentially have been your last time walking off that field?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, definitely, because I haven't made a decision yet, but like you said, it could be potentially my last time, and I know for a fact it was Sam Hartman's last time. It was JD, some of the guys on the defense's last time, a lot of the seniors. So, just going hard with them the whole summer, dying in conditioning, just to be able to finish out strong like this and see the smiles on their face and see everyone's family on the field. It was just a great moment and a moment I'll remember forever.
And Marcus just told us he doesn't like to keep guys in to hit numbers, but he wanted to make sure that you hit 100 yards today, and you guys talked about it. What was that conversation like?
It was just they told me I have like 20 yards and I got to get it. I'm like, oh, I can easily get it. Just let me stay in there. And they're like, all right, I'm trusting on you to get it. And they let me stay in there, and I stayed in there, like I said, with Joe Alt, Blake Fisher, and it was just an honor for them to allow me to do that. It shows how much they trust me, and I trust them till it's over, and I really appreciate them for that.
We'll go all the way to the back to Levon.
Back here, I was kind of going to ask about the emotions as well, but I saw you and Coach McCullough kind of have that embrace on the sideline when you came off the field. What was that like, man? And, just kind of explain that for us.
Yeah, man, Coach McCullough, and he done so much for me in my life in this span of 2 years. I felt like I known him my whole life. He's a guy that's always gonna have your back no matter what, even if it's on the football field and off the football field. He's a guy. He's just a great man. He's taught me so much. He made me into a man I am today, and I'll just be forever thankful for him.
And kind of a little more personal, but what are the conversations that you have with family, those who are here, with you, supporting you through the loss of your mother and those things to kind of get you through this time of the year?
Yeah, I have the best support system from my family to my friends to my staff to people like Katie over here. I just have the best people around me, and I need those people in my life forever. And I wouldn't be in this position I am without those people. And come on the decision to come back or not, that's gonna be a decision made with my loved ones, and I just can't do anything without those people in my life, and I'm so thankful for them.
We'll end it with Omar, second row on your right.
Audric, could you describe how important was this season the performance by Joe Alt and Siki Corral?
Yeah, it was a great performance by them. They honestly perform really well every week. We're led by the strong, which is our offensive line and defensive line. Coach Freeman, always Priest. We're O-line and D-line driven unit, and those guys come up to show every day, practice hard, and it was honestly just great to get that type of win for them at the last home game for them.
Okay. Well, you had like a terrific season. You get the Notre Dame brand is worldwide known. In Mexico, you already have like tons of like fans.
Oh, that's nice. I don't know that. I like to know that.
Especially, there are like youth football kids that now they're not dreaming with like playing college football in Mexico. They're like thinking about playing high school in the U.S. and then go to Division I. What is your message for like your fans that you got there and for those kids?
Yeah, this is all about. I'm very appreciative for those guys. That's why I came to Notre Dame, because it's a great brand. It's opened so many doors, so many opportunities, and like you said, people in Mexico know me. I didn't even know that. That's very blessed. But I appreciate those guys for watching. We just got to finish strong for those people, our supporters all around the world.
All right. Thank you very much, Audrey.
Of course. Thank you, guys.